down if you have to be out there. All right, let's get right to it and talk about it. This is a loop, and a very impressive loop, and this is going to be taking us all the way through, 3 days. If I could advance this real quick. 3-day loop here. This is impressive. The storm, as it was coming at us, I mean, maybe it was a Category 3. Look how fast it was coming and just put the brakes on as it got closer to us and then just crawled along the coast all the time. That storm surge pushing all the way back up the rivers, causing massive flooding inland now. And watch the flare up here in the last few minutes. Just incredible amount of convection going on offshore, lightning too, and all that's being thrown back inland. And with that, the flooding rains, and it's just nonstop. You can see where the center circulation is, and it just pulls all this moisture back up right into central North Carolina. And the heaviest rain still looks to be in the Sand Hills. Right now, winds at 45 miles an hour and essentially stationary. 2 miles an hour. You can walk faster than that. The path is going to take it by Columbia and then a sharp bend to the north sometime during the day tomorrow, probably late afternoon, evening hours. Moving up through Asheville. On the right side of this storm, there'll still be very heavy rain. That includes a lot of our viewing area. I think the heaviest rain tomorrow will be in our western counties and out towards the Triad, but also in the Sand Hills too. And then the storm is going to accelerate and move away. I wish we could get it to accelerate now, but we just can't. So the slow movement causing all this flooding. Tornado watch still in effect until 5 o'clock for the Sand Hills and south and east. And the issue is, as we see the storm moving tomorrow towards Asheville, still going to be pulling all that tropical moisture up over us and continuing to cause the flooding. There's all the lightning you see there, and look at all this moisture just piling in nonstop here on the south coast of band after band of very heavy rain, and it stretches inland as well. We got some showers now in our northern counties. They're sporadic. They don't last too long. A heavy downpour and a bit of a breeze as it moves on by. This was a very heavy shower over Wake County, and then it moved just south of Durham, and it's just got fast these are moving, still moving at about 40 miles an hour, at times even faster than that. And then farther to the south, anywhere you see this yellow shade, that is just sheets of rain coming down on top of flooding conditions already. You look at the totals so far. Northern counties 2 to 3 inches via Doppler estimate. You get down into Wake County 4, 5, even 6 inches, near 7 near Wake Forest, and about 7 in parts of Nash County. And then we really get to the bad stuff. Down in the Sand Hills, 7, 8 inch estimates. And there's a bullseye down here in southern parts of Wayne County where the Doppler estimates are 15, 16, even 19 inches. Again, these are estimates by the Doppler, but they're pretty darn close, give or take an inch or so. And then well over 20 inches where the rain continues right now. And notice predictor just shows more of these bands coming in. It's just nonstop, but unfortunately you see more reds and yellows down in the Sand Hills than you do up in our northern counties. So the heaviest rain to the south, and then notice by early tomorrow morning, that axis, instead of being more like this, is start shaping up to the north and east. And I think we're going to see some of the heavier showers making it up to the Triad for tomorrow morning. So this could be an area that gets heavier rain tomorrow. Flash flood warnings pretty much everywhere except our northern counties. And this has been extended now into Chatham and Lee and Moore counties. Again, because we're seeing those heavier showers making it all the way across. And more than likely, I think that tornado watch will be extended a little bit later too. Additional rainfall as we go overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. This is one of our in-house, the HER model, high resolution rapid refresh. Again, the amount of rain in our northern counties, hardly much at all. I mean, a quarter in some areas, hardly any rain, and then you get down to 10 plus inches of rain, of additional rainfall possible down in the Sand Hills. For the rest of the day and until midnight tonight, not a lot of rain north, not a lot of wind. When you get to the triangle, 1 to 3 inches, still at times a gust to 40 possible, and flooding danger is there, and also the risk of power outages and all those, the flooding, the power loss, this gusty winds and the rain, all those numbers go up the farther south that you go. So the Sand Hills, it just does not get any better. The gust today, the good news, a lot lower than yesterday. We had one gust at 47 in Fayetteville, RDU at 36, and I think Siler City there at 35. But most of the winds today have been in that 20-mile-an-hour range. Cape Fear to Lumber River, this is a Husk lock there in the flood stage at 41 feet. It's going to crest Tuesday at 64. And in Lumberton, the flood stage of 13, it's going to crest Sunday at 24.7. That's going to be just above what it was with Matthew 2 years ago. So that's obviously terrible news. Into Smithfield, we're going to crest on Monday at 18.4. It's almost at flood stage now. It's knocking on the door. Flood stage at 15. And in Goldsboro, this is all today. This has risen very quickly, now about 2 feet above flood stage, almost 3 feet above. And it's going to be around 30 on Tuesday and hold there for a couple of days. Into Fayetteville, 21.8 feet now, a long ways away from flood stage, but it's going to get up to 62. And then the Little River there in Manchester, right now at flood stage, and it's going to continue going up, and it's going to probably crest on Monday at 35 feet. So the numbers do not look good for the rivers. Rain today, rain tonight, and then tomorrow more rain's going to be with us in the AccuWeather 7-day. As we get into our Monday and Tuesday, still rain around. The heaviest rain will be in our western counties, but still some showers even in the Triangle on Monday. Tuesday, a few storms possible. Then we get brighter, we dry things out, temperatures in the 80s. But even with all that information, it's, oh, well, it's going to be dry. Yeah, but the ground, the rivers, this is going to be the issue starting today and lasting all the way potentially into next weekend with flooding.